Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Chatting Blues. Before we get into tonight's episode, can you do me a massive favour? Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and leave a comment in the comment section. This is just going to be a chilled one, basically. I've only literally just put it together the last couple of hours. Got a couple of articles to read. I want everyone's opinions or thoughts on the last 2 or 3 games, because kind of like what I've seen online, and what I don't really want to say on my instant match reaction, but there was some wild takes on the instant match reaction. So it's been a few days now since the defeat against Stoke. How's everyone feeling in terms of Saturday's game against Swansea? What would you change? Do you think Chris Davies will change anything? We've got an article to read. I haven't read myself, so we'll go through it together, and then we'll look at maybe a line-up at the end, and we'll also look at the league table and sort of like some of our stats and stuff like that. So before I get into it, and we're going to bring Dunk on as well. Big Dunk's made an appearance, so we'll bring Dunk on in a bit. I just want to clear these first few comments. Again, in the comment section, how you're feeling, because some of the takes I'm seeing after two league defeats is just wild, man. Like saying we need to change manager, he needs to be sacked and all that. And it's I'm definitely not in that camp. Like I'm not one of them ones. Well, continuously, if you're going to sack a manager after you lose 2 or 3 games, you'd be going through 10 a season. We had 6 or 7 managers in our last championship season. So if you just joined, just hit the like button, guys, just to help out the channel. There is a super chat and a super thanks if you want to help out that way. That's massive for the channel going forward. So anything what can help. So yes, Leo, how are you, mate? How's it going, Nick? Is the dog set? Yeah, we're starting to settle down now. We're starting to bond a little bit as well. Took him out for his first run today as well, which was nice. I can just hear him screaming there. It's created him. You're right, Tubbs, all good fella, watching PSV get done. Oh yeah, because there's Champions League tonight, the guys, and then you've got the Carabao Cup. Villa are playing Brentford. I mean, Villa, fuck me, they're having a shocker of it now. They haven't even scored a goal. Do you know what I mean? So seeing you games, how are you, mate? Evening all. Hope you're well, brother. I was going to say you could have come on tonight. So he's going nuts. How you doing, Tubbs? You good? He's got to get used to it though. You're right, Lee Burke. How are you, mate? I'm just going to fly through. Gary Johnson's in the building. Hope you are keeping well, Nick, and all the brilliant listeners. Yeah, sound guys, good to see you, mate. Right, Emu. Brummy's owners here as well, no way. Buzzy, man. How are you, mate? Morning, lads. So it's morning over there. You're right, Robert. My eyes. He needs to be given more time. A good manager doesn't become a bad manager overnight. After a few losses, he needs time to adjust in this league. Don't panic. All will turn out right given time. Yeah, I totally agree with that, Robert. It's time for calm heads, even though it's only, it's 3 losses. I mean, there is a couple of things what are concerning me. Don't get me wrong. I still stand by the statement that Jose Mourinho comes in. I mean, if Chris Davies was to get the sack this season, it would be a big appointment, I think, anyway. So hopefully everyone's calmed down now after that game. I'd change a few players, drop in Water or pay for Tommy Doyle. Yeah, that's a shout, Amy. Right. Okay, so we just let me start that a minute. Let me start that. Right, let's bring Dunk in. How are you, Dunk?
I am absolutely amazing.
Good, man. Good to have you on the show. For the listeners, Dunk was down in London in what is one of the 5,000 in the stand up to racism camp. Well, Dunk, he was on the left side.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. No, I was in no one's camp, actually. I was one of the 65,000 veterans that turned up, and we're probably the most amazing people in the world. And we're not into politics. We just want a lovely country where we can all have peace.
Yeah,
But I will say,
totally agree, mate.
That is a side issue because it's all about the Blues tonight, isn't it, bro?
It's all about the Blues, but a bit massive turnout and all good, man, and really good too. You told me the story about the veterans and that, and it's all good stuff, man. So, Dunk, obviously you was in London on Saturday, so you didn't get to see the game. You've probably heard and seen the highlights and stuff. Is it time to panic?
No, it's all about opinions. My opinion is he's a decent boss, CD, and he's come a little bit unstuck. And all of us who are watching this tonight or taking part in it or whatever, you got your comments. Emu come out with a class comment then. I am in the camp that they can't play together, not in this system. It's not the player. They've all got something to give in different ways. I mean, you know, Iwata's shooting, Pake's ball control and his vision. But I'm looking at the formation more than anything. I wouldn't get rid of Chris Davis. I wouldn't get rid of Chris Davis unless we was in the bottom 5 at Christmas, and then you have to start flapping. And that's the truth, you know. But, you know, it's only, the back end of September, isn't it? So, you know, let's all keep our feet on the floor. But the way he plays football is good. Possession base is good. It's really good, and I'm not going to criticise it. It's just that I think our formation is pants. It really is. But who am I to tell him? You know.
Thanks to Emu Games Master. Yeah, he's saying, mate, he's settling in well. Thanks ever so much for the $4.99 super. Thanks. Enough love, brother. What do you mean in terms of the formation, Doug? The 4-2-3-1? Would you change it to something like a 4-3-3 or a 3 at the back?
Yes.
Or
because you see, like, I don't want to get too technical and look like I know what I'm talking about. I just think that you have one battling midfielder that's there to win the ball and can pass a bit, and the other one's got to be a playmaker, you know? And then if it's, I mean, I'm going to say 4-4-2. I had a discussion about this last night with Lee H. At midnight last night, because that's how blue nose we are, isn't it? Lee H is the same, 4-4-2, but everyone says I'm a dinosaur. But 4-4-2 is tried and tested. Yeah. It's 2 midfielders and 2 wide players. They don't have to be wingers. 4-4-2. And when you're on the attack, one of your centre halves is who is good on the ball, can come forward and help out. I don't know. That's the way I see it. All the players in that squad are capable of winning this league, but I just think the formation's wrong. The formation's not. It's not there. You know, the formation's not there.
Yeah. Do you think do you think he's going to be quite stubborn and because we know how we're going to play each and every week. I do anyway. You know, Laird.
Yes.
I've got the team up now. Laird's high and wide. It's very predictable, and it seems to have slowed down from last season. So if we know how we're going to play, then obviously the opposite. We stepped up a division. The managers are more clued up. They're going to know how we're going to play. So I mean, I've always said he's quite flexible in terms of he's got a plan B, a plan C, but we only see a different kind of. This is not me having a go about Chris Davis, but we only see him change anything when it comes to the last. Like against Stoke, the last 20-25 minutes where he brings Newman off, he brings Deutsch on, and he drops him. What drops a little bit deeper, and it kind of changes. Then, do you think he's going to do anything different, from the start of a game, like say Saturday? Do you think he could change it to say, like, I've got a 4-3-3 up here, which I think could work, where Iwata sits as the 6, and then you have Pake and Doyle as like 2 8s roaming around in midfield? Obviously, Gray out on the left, Roberts on the right, Stansfield up top. Do you think he could do something like that, or do you think he's just going to stick with what he knows?
Well, I would hope to say that he would do that, but I would change one position there. I wouldn't have it 4-3-3 defensive. That middle midfielder would be up a bit, and then the screening would have to come from one of the centre halves, personally. But that for me looks far better than what we are. But who am I to tell him? I mean, if he's not going to change the formation, then I just hope we're not in the bottom 6 at Christmas, because these teams in the Championship, they're no mugs, are they?
Yeah, no. I mean, I want him to do something different, because it's quite clear to see that teams are figuring us out, and the way we're moving the ball is not quick enough for me,
Exactly. Yes, and also I watched the Brian Dick thing about the number 10 being a problem, and it is a problem. But it's only a problem because we've got this formation. So let's take the problem away. Let's have a different formation and see what we come up with. Like I say again, I'm going to say this from blue in the face. I can't make that decision. But I think don't be so... Stick to your football, Mr. Davis. That's cool. Your possession base is good. But come and have another formation and it might work better.
Okay, that's fair enough. You're right, Johnny Wheeler. John's saying, I don't think we can call it a crisis yet. I'm a little concerned we've brought in too many new... I was going to get round to this, actually, John. Too many new faces in too soon. It's going to take a while for them to gel. Yeah, so if you remember, sort of like February, March of this year, like sort of coming towards the end of last season, we was all saying that this side would be competitive in the Championship, and I remember saying that it only needs a sprinkle, 5 or 6 players, get 1 or 2 out, and we're good to go. But he's going nuts in there. He has, John. I think he's brought a few too many in, and like what Dunk said there, the number 10 position was so pivotal in the way Chris Davis likes to play, and we still haven't really nailed down that number 10 position, have we? Do you know what I mean?
And it should be and it's not just nailing it down, it should be stamped. There should be a player that has been playing that for a long time now, and we don't know who can play there. That's how it seems to me.
Yeah.
Can we mix and match? And I am not going to single out any player because I love them all. They're all blue noses, But there's 1 or 2 players that have made the step up to the Championship that are not good enough. And I'm sorry, but that's the bottom line. They're not good enough.
No. I mean, it's what's his name? Fujimoto. I called this at the start of the season. I said he's going to be another Yokoyama. He's seen 45 minutes against Sheffield United, I think. So, man, I don't know. I don't know what. There's a lot of players he's brought in which just don't seem to fit the system, like you said, Dunk.
I think as well, and I don't mean to sound like I know what I'm talking about, but you think of the formation that we played in the League One. You look at the number 10 and the one up top and the 2 out wide and the 2 behind the number 10. Not a lot of teams in the League One played that system, and it was a bit alien to them, and they couldn't get to grips with it. And whoever played at number 10 last season wasn't closed down, and they didn't come and get him. So whoever played there could express the way that they wanted to play the game, which is good. But when you've got no time in this Championship, they're going to come and eat you for breakfast, Yeah.
I've got to say though, I was calling for Doyle to be pushed in as a number 10, and I think a few people were, and it just didn't seem to work. See what Tone's got to say. Wrexham massive trying to give me stick. I reminded them that we have lost about 6 games in 18 months. They went sheep shagging again. Hi, Dunk. Great day, mate. I think John's saying sorry, Dunk, go ahead.
No, go on, please. Go on.
We should stick with CD. You can't have a settled squad if you keep swapping managers and coaching staff. Yeah, definitely, John. I said we need a set piece coach. Ideally, we need Jonathan Grounds. He's the set piece coach, but I don't think he's good enough.
No.
And a striking coach. Go on, Tom. Carry on, mate.
What that last one about the coach, I mean, right, I just wanted one last comment on the number 10 position and the midfield for me is I would like to see Paik and Doyle in a 2. I'm not knocking Iwata, but let's just try that out because I think they're complementing each other. But that's just my opinion. And then with the set pieces, sometimes in the game, we've got about 4 or 5 players that are over 6 foot and we can't win a header in their box. And if I was a manager, if I was a manager and we couldn't do that, I'd be throwing boots around the dressing room at full time.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, Gary Johnson,
and I would even throw the boot at the set piece coach because something's not right. And also defending. If we can win all the headers in our own box, why can't we win headers in their box? I don't get it.
Yeah. I know.
Sort it out. Like it's not a crisis, and I still believe in him. But just if you get paid, you're professional. Sort it out.
Yeah,
is that fair enough?
Mate. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I just mentioned about you guys, like you've been calling it for some time, about the physicality, mainly up front. We haven't really got that. Do you know what I mean? And you have guys, you've called it for a while, man. And we don't seem to have addressed it. Yes, we brought Deutsch in, but he don't seem to get into the box for the crosses. Which was the aim in the last 20-30 minutes of the game, was to bring Deutsch on, and there was crosses coming in, and it was just going straight to their goalkeeper. And now the transfer window is shut. It's looking like, for me, the transfer window weren't that good as we stand now.
Deutsch will come good. It's just that I do believe he was so unfit when he come. I mean, I don't know if anyone, well, you've all seen it. I mean, he looked overweight and he's been struggling with an injury and he's got to get up to speed. But we all know what he can do. I mean, he was in the German national team. You don't play for them if you're rubbish. It's just that, to get up to a fitness level, because he's not a natural athlete. You can tell that by the way he looks. So, but once he's up there and he's all ready to go, then we'll get a better player. But have we got the time to do that? I don't know. I mean, what do you think? Because there's not a lot.
Well, for me, like I'd give him a go at the number 10, and then I know Chris Davis has been trying to get a real good playmaker in as a 10. Hence why he put Tommy Doyle as a 10 on Saturday. Maybe bring Deutsch up in as a 10 and just set the playmaking thing and sort of it kind of morphs into a 2 at the up top with Stansfield and Deutsch. Do you know what I mean, Dom?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, of course. But it's just if you did have a 4-3-3, you've got one extra player to get up there, and it doesn't have to be a defender. And I don't know. I mean, who am I to tell anybody? Do you know what I mean? I just want to see it as well. Really.
We're just fucking we're just saying it how it is at the moment. Do you know what I mean? We're definitely not like Jamie just says there. I wouldn't get rid of Chris Davis even uttered by any of us. This is what I'm saying, Jamie. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Way off.
Yeah, crazy.
Way off from being reasonable. Lee saying Shane Christie won't play 4-4-2. A lot better, more firepower up front and less stress on playing one striker. Good point. Brumzona saying the thing that works against CD is even when we win it was boring football. Aside from the Barnsley game last season, it was very dull. It can be very dull, but I mean, you look at the Ipswich game where it's fast. I mean, the press from the front's gone as well. Brum's owner, like I haven't seen that in the last two games where we're pressing their defenders. It just looks a lot more sluggish. But I get what you're saying. I come out of the ground sometimes last season we won 2-0, and it wasn't like but you come out of the ground and you've won and you're buzzing. It was just very run of the mill. Emu Games is saying 3-5-2 for him. Yeah. I think that's definitely something he could try, because we've got the wing backs, we've got left-footed centre backs now. I mean, I'd like to see as well Clara move back over to the right hand side of the two, because he just doesn't look the same, Dom.
But I do think this. I've thought of this since we played Oxford, right? Now, I was lucky to go to the Oxford game and all the other games I've seen on the TV, right? But from what I can see, Laird was amazing playing left back, because it's such a specialist position. And if you're not left-footed, you're in the shit, and he did really well, right? But that has affected us a lot. And even though Cochrane is coming back, or he's come back and blah, 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 he's still not up to speed, and it does affect the team. And I think going back to all their panic, I can't put them down in that sense. Oh, stop panicking. It's Captain Manwaring and all this bullshit. The thing is, right, I think people are not so much panicking. Who's not frustrated? Because every game we play, we know we can win it with the players we got. That's where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, we can win any game here. It's just frustrating, because we're not rubbish. We're not mediocre. We've actually got probably the best squad in the league. And we've just got to find that little key to unlock everything. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I thought? I thought we'd get off to a stormer, I did, because...
I did. Yeah, of course.
Do you know, while teams are sorting their... because a lot of teams change, a lot of players and new managers come in. I thought this is a chance to kind of keep our settled squad, add one or two, and August, a big chunk of September, get some points on the board. But that just seems to. Listen, like we said, it's not the end of the world, but something does need to change, because it's like I said at the start, Dunk. It's very predictable. Do you know what I mean? And Big Tone's calling it again for a 4-4-2 formation.
Yeah. Listen, I think was it the Emu said the two up front as well, but 5 and 2 or something.
Yeah, Emu said 3-5-2 with the wing backs. Yeah.
Right. Strikers hunt in pairs, don't they? It's just nailed on. They hunt in pairs.
Yes, choose.
Well, it can be 2 big men, but the basics is they hunt in pairs. All right, and number 10 is like that, but it's not the same, because they get snowed under, they get closed down by everybody. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, who am I? Just come on, Blues. Let's fucking shit on the Villa. Excuse my French, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, they're having a merit. That's one good thing. John San, I agree there, Nick. We are far too slow passing it out. The build-up Saturday seemed to take forever and gave Stoke the chance to get back in their positions. Yeah, even sometimes when we caught them out, John, it was either one of the wingers would pull it back and then Stoke would rush back. And before we know it, we had 9 or 10 players behind the ball. Quite frustrating. I mean, I thought the Leicester game, we looked better in possession. But I was still frustrated. This Stoke game was I was even more disappointed. Do you know what I mean, with the play? Yeah. So 4-4-2 isn't the one. UT Bowser's saying, Choose saying, if you run at a man trying to score, you're going to get moved pronto. I mean, what do you think about Keith Jansen, Don? Do you think we've missed him a little bit?
Yeah, massively. Because as I say, every player's got they're good qualities and they're bad ones. And one of his qualities is his will to win, you know, and that will raise his game in every department. I mean, you know, he's not over skillful, he's not over fast, but he's just got that thing in here, you know, in this heart here with the, you know, where the badge is. He's got that. He really has. And we've missed that because he's a leader. Like, you don't just need a captain, you need 3 or 4 leaders on that pitch, and he's one of them, isn't he? Because he never smiles, and that's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. You know, if I played next to him and I looked at his face every game, I would make sure I was playing good football, because in the dressing room he's going to get you, and that's what you want, isn't it? You know.
Yeah. More in midfield. I mean, because we're getting overrun in midfield. Hence why we're lacking creativity. Okay, I just want to read an article. Let me start that a minute. Right, there's an article about. I'll get it straight up, and we'll try and go through it together, guys. Have I shared that? Okay. So this is about Chris Davis. We'll try and get through it without. It's a nightmare with these adverts, you know. So this was only a few hours ago. Chris Davis wants to have bedded in all his new signings by the time Birmingham City reach the next international break, which is only next month. You know, I think we've got another 5 games. Only 3 Championship clubs, Derby, Sheffield United and Wrexham, signed more players than Blues during the transfer window. So we've brought in 12 new signings. And obviously a lot going out. Davis reinforced his squad with 12 new signings following the club's promotion to the Championship, and results have been mixed early doors. Many of Blues' new faces are attackers, and the teams lack cohesion and creativity in the final third in the last 3 games. Despite Davis chopping and changing, the summer signings, Beadle, Cashin, Jack Robinson, Fujimoto, Marvin Deutsch, none of them have started a Championship game. Davis wants to establish his preferred starting 11 in the next 4 games before the break for the second international break. Okay, so there's been 30 plus players in the time I've been. So this is Davis saying this. There's been 30 plus players in the time I've been manager, and there would have been 30 that have left. So that's 60 plus to kind of turnaround. There's a lot going on in that sense, admitted Davis. Last season, due to the level of opposition, it was easier to go along that process while still winning games and finding out what you need to know. For example, I changed the goalkeeper last season after a win. This season, the games are tighter, the opposition is stronger, and it's even more important that I find out what we've got and how long it's all going to fit together quickly before it's even more of a challenge than last season because of the level. Okay, we felt that we had to upgrade the squad and improve it. We could have just kept everyone the same and known where we were, which is what I just mentioned. And I don't think in hindsight. I mean, this is in hindsight. You know, when you sign a player, you get a little bit buzzing about it, but in hindsight, I think too many.
No, you did. In fact, that article was very. I think it's a very good article, and I think it's put a lot. I think it's a very good article, and it's put a lot of truth in there. I mean, no one wants anyone sacked. I don't want him sacked. No. You know, as I say, if it's Christmas, you know, if it's Christmas and it's the bottom 4 or 5, then maybe we should think about it. But not now. Yeah. But I'm just frustrated because there's a load of good players there, and we're just not getting what we want. And it's not up to me or you or.
Yeah, one sec, we'll come to that. So we go down saying, but we had a few loans going back, and then a few players probably lost their motivation, so they had to go. Then there were a few more we needed to add to really push this team on. By the nature of that, you do need to find the cohesion again. I'm hoping it will become a lot clearer in the next block of games that the first 4 was like, right, that's what this league is about. How's our system and style going to stand up? That's nice to know. That is,
of course it is.
It's basically
massively.
saying, what worked last season isn't going to work this season, maybe. I think
it's like I come back to
break.
Sorry.
Let me just read this, mate. I think after the next international break is a reasonable time to look at it. The team I started last season to the team I finished with felt so different. The Ipswich game to where it ends up this season is probably going to be different. We have made a lot of changes. I don't think too many have made as many changes as we have, which is positive, but the cost of that is you've just got to find that cohesion, which I think spot on. Sorry, John, carry on, mate.
Spot on as well, bruv. I mean, that is one of the best things that a manager's at. I mean, he has come clean there, and it's all common sense stuff, isn't it? And that's good stuff. And I think a lot of what's happened has made sense after you've just read that out, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It really does. Like, that's really good stuff, actually. Like, I'm positive because he's not silly. He isn't a silly man, is he? He's knowledgeable and he knows what he's talking about. And
I think off the grid man mad saying Davis will never change his style. The players are good, but we're going nowhere under him. Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out whether he's going to change his style. Don't
look
thoughts on that. Your man's saying he's not going to change his style.
Well, as I say, it's opinions, and that's fair comment. What I want is what I said at the beginning of this: is keep the passing game. It's tried and tested, but it's got to be the formation. So if that's the style of the formation, then it's the formation. Don't change the way we play football, because you need the ball to play football, don't you? But change that formation to something that works a bit better, which I'm sure is on the case of. He's got to, definitely. But
all right, John's saying I completely forgot about Kyogo. Stano and Kyogo up front. Thoughts on Kyogo? Done.
Yeah, I mean, his first touch is not bad. I think the only thing he lacks is his decision making. I think he panics a bit when he's coming up to the goal, but I think that is the pressure of the price tag. Even though he's been at Celtic and he's played here and won whatever, just give him another goal and he'll be fine. He'll settle down because he's got the lot. Yeah. So Stano, and they will complement each other, especially if they're like that together and they're not number 10. Number 10's a modern way. I'm sorry, guys, it's not. This number 10's rubbish. The formation's rubbish. The players aren't. The formation is.
Yeah, Sleepwalker. I mean, we've just read an article. I mean, this comment was from 7 o'clock, so it is spot on Saturday's manager. On a Saturday, managers react to what has happened. But for me, on Monday morning, after Mr. Davis has watched the full game back, he should come out and give a more non-reactive analysis, which we've just read out, Sleepwalker. I know you commented that before. We just read that thing out. So me and Doug totally agree with what Chris Davis has said there. Do you know what I mean? And it is less reactive, and I'm sure he knows the crack. You know what I mean? It's not good enough.
I think since you read that out, I feel quite calm now and collected. Because it makes you feel like that, because he knows and he's seeing what the fans are seeing. And I think we'll have a different formation. I really think, because we're not going to go to a counter-attacking team here or go to a defensive team and hit people on the break. This is going to be a change of formation for the better.
Lee saying, don't understand why Chris Davis won't play 4-4-2. No harm trying. Teams know how to play against us, and it's so predictable. Definitely. Teams know. We're predictable at the moment. There's just over 70 people watching, guys. If you've just joined, can you just do me a favour, hit the like button? Obviously, subscribe if you haven't already. and leave a comment. So John's saying, I was there Saturday. The best part of the day was full English over the road from the Harvester. Oh, yeah, right. That's where I usually go when I go to Stoke, the Harvester. Paul's in there, Shay, and does the Harvester. In Water and Doyle, Tubbs saying, in Water and Doyle in the middle, passing forward would do the world of change. Yeah, they've started off a little bit slow in that. Yeah, I know, yeah. We need to get a really good set-piece coach in Brummy's yeah, the armchair managers came out. I mean, you tuned in, didn't you, Stu? So what I've done, Dunk, which I don't normally do, is I went on social media live after the match and read some of the comments under the full-time results, and some of them, mate, were fucking wild. Like, he's got to go. And
no,
it's like
you've got to you've got to stop doing that because it'll drive you to drink. Just stop it. Everybody in the comment section, tell Nick not to go on comments straight after the game.
Yeah, well, I don't do it. Yeah, I don't do it, but I done it just to fucking because we was live. I just want to see what the crack is. Yeah, the next Spectrum. Do you remember that email? Yeah, man. So I'll see you next international break. You're coming round with the computer, man. That's only about 4 or 5 weeks ago. So be good to see you, man. We'll have a cup of tea and a chinwag. We're all assistant managers.
Where are you living now, Nick? Are you in
Sorry,
where are you living now, Nick?
Yeah, Damson Wood.
Oh yeah, well I'm only down the road. I'll come round when he comes round and we'll tie him up and keep him prison. All right.
Yeah, same.
That's a great, mate. Like, I'll put some lip gloss on for you.
Lip gloss. It's next international break, so. Gary's saying going to get moaned up. Gary's saying going to get moaned up, but don't think Doyle, Gray, Kumas are good enough. Far too weak. Doyle, I thought Doyle would be a great signing, but he's just taking his time. I think Gary Gray, he's a great player. Kumas, I'm not 100% sure. Dunk, Damari Gray, Doyle, and Kumas. What's your thoughts on them three so far?
I think Gray. I think Gray's. I think he's better than we think he is. I think he's almost touching world class. I don't think he believes that, and that's the problem. But I think he'll get better and better as the season comes on. Doyle, I think he's not showing what he's capable of because he's in the wrong formation, but I'm going back to that, so I'll shut up. And Kumas, I just don't know enough about him, mate. You know, like I haven't really seen him, and it's just a name to me. But the other two, there is players there. I think Gray's played quite well, really. It's just that he might need a bit of a shoulder around him. Do you know what I mean? You know?
Yeah. Off the grid, man, saying Doyle is a top-level midfielder for this league. Can't get a game in the midfield. Yeah, for me, you drop Doyle back. For me, you drop Doyle back and maybe rest Pike for next week if he's going to keep this 4-2-3-1.
Doyle can be as good as Brian Hughes was.
Yeah.
If he sits in a 2 in the middle, that's his position. It's not number 10. If you play him at number 10, you might as well go on. I'm sorry, but that is it.
Yeah.
His position, the 2. So.
Yeah, we know he's not a 10. It's just that he's quite creative. He's quick with his feet. I could see the reasoning why. This is what annoys me, Donkeys. We've had all summer to get a 10, and we haven't really done it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, don't go for number 10. Just change the formation. I don't know, and then we don't need a number 10, do we? I
agree with this as well. Gary Newman's been disappointing. I do agree with that. I was even thinking of moving Clara over to the right, going on like with football managers here, but we're just trying to work out how Chris Davies could get the best out of this bunch of players at the moment. He's moved Clara to the right of the two and bring Jack Robinson in, because Jack Robinson is a really good defender, left footer, and try that maybe, I don't know, and just drop Newman for a bit, because he doesn't seem up to speed for me, guys. And like you said as well, you're not that impressed with him, but he's got a lot of this passing back there. He's got a lot of sort of he's got a lot of headache. He's already got fans on his back, but yeah, man.
Yeah,
Johnny Wheeler saying, "I'd like one, mate."
Well, you said it 20 minutes ago. I mean, this number 10 should have been nailed down ages ago. If we're going to stick to having the formation we got, and he knows this. He knows what he's doing. He's going to sort this. He's going to sort it. I know he's going to sort it. Just saying.
John saying, "I'd like to see a good old fashioned goal poacher when we get the ball in the boxes." This has been happening in the last couple of games. There's never anyone in the ball to pounce on. Lose balls in front.
A fox in the box, mate. That's what we need. And it's true. A fox in the box, and just like a bloke that stands on the 6-yard line and just puts his foot out. He don't have to be skillful, just fit, and he's got long legs and just score the goals. It sounds simple, doesn't it? But it's not, is it? Because all these other teams would have beat us. Yeah.
Alfie May, would you have Alfie May back then? There's a lot of fans saying, I'm saying the same, like, we're really missing Alfie May. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think we are, because he knew where the net was. I think he would have done us a job. I'm not saying he's a world beater, but yes, of course I would have him back. But if he couldn't really play in this formation, because if you're going to play him, you've got to put him at number 9. So who do you drop? You've got to. I don't know. I sound like an old man now. Change the formation, and then you can. We could go and get him, and he could play in the front 2, couldn't he? It'd be amazing in front 2.
It's hard for when you're a lone striker, especially when you're not getting service to top. Okay, let's just forget about formations and stuff now, guys, because it's up to Chris Davies to sort it out. We're just going on about. I mean, who are you? On a more positive note, who are you impressed? Who was impressed, in terms of making us look better? And do you think, like, I don't want to say squad, our starting 11 is a lot better than last season, though?
No. I feel no one's really impressed. I know, yeah. I feel like there's no one that has stood out. It's almost been mediocre, but I don't want to bash them up, because it's not about that. It just seems like no one's took the game by the horns in any game and said, "Hey, come on, let's go and do it." You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it goes back to that what I was saying earlier. I think the squad from last season only need a sprinkle of players. Well, we're going to get into some stats in a bit and just look at kind of like how we're faring in terms of, we'll look at our next few games. Johnson, I'd like to see Clara back in the 5 years on the right, John, but then what would we do in Newman? I've got to say so far, yeah. So for me, John, maybe move Clara over to the right and bring Jack Robinson or even Erin Cashin. Cashin, I think, hasn't looked that good, but that's what I'd do. Maybe that's something we'll see. Tuesday would like to see 5 in the midfield for Swansea. Pack out the midfield, anyone think of, CD would. Okay, so off the grid man saying Doyle ain't a hard runner or a tough tackler. He's a class creative midfielder. Yeah, and hence why That's why he put him in the hole. It just didn't work. I mean, Bar Stoke, we've looked okay up until we're getting into the final third, and it just breaks down. Do you know what I mean? He's even played Gray as a 10. Apparently, Jack Robinson is a central defender, not a left back, as Sheffield United just play. Yeah, he can play. He can play left back. It's not his favourite position though. Choose. And again, like if he was to move it with 3 at the back with wing backs, Jack Robinson would be ideal for that as the left-sided centre back. Then you've got Clara and Newman. So, even that it could be worth a try. Okay, so I'm just going to scan through some comments, and then we're going to get to the league table and stuff like that, and we'll get some predictions for Saturday, because it's very important, Duncan, that we pick up our points at home.
Yeah, massively. Yeah. I mean, what do they say? To get out the Championship, you've got to get 2 points a game. I know you can't get 2 points a game, but you know what I mean. But it's got to equate like that along the season.
Yeah. Okay, so, here's one for you, Dunk. Here's one for you, mate. Where do you, based on what you've seen so far this season, where do you think Blues are going to finish? And then I want to ask you a follow-up question to that.
My head says 10th, and my heart says 2nd.
10th. Okay, 10th. So if we finish 10th, yeah, is that good enough for Tom Wagner and Knighthead to keep him on for another season? No. This is what I worry about, and I don't know. But I think everyone's
the reason why I said 2nd in my heart is because there is a team there. There is a team there, and if it gels, then we will do 2nd place. We will.
Yeah.
There was a team there, and that is the most frustrating part. For me, anyway. It is. I'm thinking, geez. I mean, I can't do it. I mean, I can't fix that number 10 because I could probably do what he's done and use 6 or 7 different players to see who's better or good, but it should have been nailed on. It's just one of those things. But there is a team there. You've got to use them to their maximum ability in what they're happy with doing. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just scanning through some comments, guys. Yeah. Okay, so sound Ems, how are you, mate? Ems has just joined. Lads get with it. We're blue noses. We should be used to it. Yeah. It's not. I'm. It doesn't bother me, Ems. Really. I'm quite chilled about it. We're just kind of pointing out, like, what needs to change and what would we do as fans, really. I know we can't do nothing personally, but sort of like because we've been figured out, I think, mate. And me and Dunk are definitely not like fucking nowhere near Chris Davis has got to go. We're nowhere near that where there's like a lot of fans. He's got. I mean, it's a big pressure job. Do you know what I mean? It's a big pressure job, believe it or not. This Blues manager now. So he's got to get it kind of right. It doesn't change anything. He's still support and love. Yeah. You're right anyway, too. So let's have a look at some. I mean, there's loads of comments. We need to shoot more as well. People are pointing out we're just not taking shots. I mean, I think our last goal against Sheffield United, if I'm not mistaken, was Stansfield hitting it with his left foot, and it took 2 or 3 deflections and went in. We're just not shooting, man, and that's definitely something we need to improve on. He's getting a shot out. Okay, so nice one, guys, for all the comments, man. RCC, hi Nick, great show, mate. Davis says he needs till next break, to figure it out. And Yeah, sorry, but this is what pre-season is for. So personally, we've gone. This I was saying this after the Stoke game. I said didn't think our pre-season was good enough. We should have played more games. Personally, we've gone quantity over quality. Yeah, I agree with that as well, mate. I really do.
You know what? I agree with some of that. I think the last signing we did, that winger, I think I got the feeling that was just grab anybody sort of thing. That, you know, because like if he was that good, maybe he wouldn't be on loan. I don't know. Who am I?
Yeah, well, I know what you're saying, but I think Patrick Roberts is a really good player. I was actually quite buzzing about Patrick Roberts. But I get what you're saying, though. Kind of. I think of a few of our signings this window have been a bit like that. They've been like not our first choice signing. Do you know what I mean? They've been like second or third. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, this is Dreams 33. She's saying everyone believed after last season's amazing run we would do the same in the Championship. He upgraded a lot of positions and added a lot of quality, but these players won't gel immediately. Yeah, I agree with that as well, brother.
It's good. That is an amazing comment, that is.
Yeah. Subsy saying too many fans brought into the idea of us going up straight away. It's incredibly tough to achieve that. Trust the process in CD. We trust key right, and 100% tough. It was. I think it's kind of humbled us these last few games, you know, because it was one of them where it don't where I think everyone was thinking was going to do an Ipswich.
Well, that last comment, was it from Tubbs? That is fair as anything, because I was probably like what he's just said. I thought was going to storm this league, and I should have kept my feet on the ground as well. So a good comment, really good comment.
Yeah. I said I'd be happy with top 6, and I still think there's a chance we can get in a playoff position. I really do, as long as we once it clicks, if it does click, we'll be sound. Definitely not top 2 now. Whereas, like you, Don comes a little bit. Maybe we could get top 2. Do you know what I mean? But now it's humbled us, man. Gary's saying, plus, why are we bringing in players that are either injured or not fit with everything that's happened at Blues? I thought we had got over all that. I think it was. I know. Guys, it's a bit, in hindsight, too many signings, and maybe we haven't signed the right players for the right positions. Okay, I'm scanning through because there's loads and loads of comments, guys. So if I do miss your comments, sorry, then I do apologise. Jay's in the building, all right, Jay? Jay's saying, hi, all clear. I'm watching in the background, been so busy, man. Where are you, Jay? You at work? Dunk's waving at you if you haven't got the screen on. You're all right, mate. Okay. I mean, I'm way behind, man. So, the dog's going nuts again.
But at least you've got some decent headphones on, mate. That's good.
Mate, these are the same ones I had last season.
I know, mate. I'm taking the proverbial.
Right then, let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this fucking league table crack. Okay, 5 games played. We are sitting 11th. Okay, played 5, won 2, drew 1, lost 2. 4 goals scored, 5 against. Obviously losing our last 2. Top of the league, Middlesbrough, Stoke second. I mean, so, they've only lost 1 game, Stoke. They've only conceded 3 goals. I just wanted to have a look at Swansea, Dunk. Have you had any time to watch any of their games this season or not?
No.
So they're sitting 7th, yeah. They've played 5, won 2, drew 2. They've only lost 1. They've scored 6 goals, so they're not scoring a great deal, but they're not conceding many either. They've only conceded 4. Okay, on Saturday they drew 2-2 with Hull at home, which is a bit of a poor result, I think. Previous to that, they went to Sheffield Wednesday and won 2-0. Previous to that, they drew 1-1 at home to Watford. Then they beat Sheffield United 1-0. And at the start of this season, they lost just narrowly to Middlesbrough 1-0. Let's have a look at their away form. So away form, they are 12th. They've played 2. They've won 1 and lost 1 away. This is interesting. Let's have a look at our expected goals. I know a lot of people turn their nose up at things like this, but so expected goals, we're sitting 4th. Okay, so we've played 5. We're expected to score 6.2 goals, and we're down on that. Obviously, only scoring 4, so we're minus 2.2. Our expected goals against is, which is quite low, man. So we're not, it's 3.2, but we've conceded more than that, conceding 5 goals. Let's have a look at Swansea. Yeah, as Swansea played 5, 4.4 expected goals, so they're 1.6 over. Yeah, it can get a little bit bored, especially when we've only played 5 games. So a home game, Dunk. I've shared that, haven't I? Yeah, home game back at St Andrews. Perfect opportunity to get back on course. It's a 12:30 kickoff, which is a bit of a nuisance. Firstly, are you going, mate?
No, I'm not.
No. Okay, so I'm going. Give me a score prediction for Saturday, then, mate. Can we bounce back and come out of that ground a little bit happier?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think that is a good 2-0 to Blues. And like I said, at the moment they're looking like they're going to come 10th or 11th, right?
Yeah.
But if the players can get their confidence, because there's a team there's a massive team there, we can still come second, mate. We really can, if we can get our act together in the way that we are going forward. They've just got to believe themselves. There's a good 2-0 there, anyway.
2-0 Blues. Okay, and then we have a week's break, so no midweek games. Then we travel to Coventry. Really difficult fixture. Another 12:30 kickoff, Dunk.
I am going to that one.
Oh, are you?
But I'm sitting with my cousin and her husband because they're Cobb fans, so I've got to shut up a bit. But I am going to that one. And yeah, I've got to sit with them, bless them. But they are family, sort of, I mean, at least I'm not sitting with Villa and Vio, am I? But they are scoring goals for fun, but they're there for the taking. Everyone in this league is there for the taking if we can just get the way that we play and the formation better. And he knows what he's doing. We have to have faith in him, don't we? I reckon a 1-0 to Blues.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
15 goals Coventry have scored. They've conceded 7, so they concede a few as well, Dunk. They've played 5, won 2. They've drew 3, not lost this season. They've drew the last 2 games. They drew against Norwich 1-1 on Saturday. The previous game to that 2-2 away at Oxford. It's at home. They score the goals. 7-1. They beat QPR.
I mean, if it was me going to Coventry and I went, pass possession base, that's good. But you know what? Yeah. Shut up shop and hit them on the break, right? And you'll have them then. You'll have them 1-0. It could even be a 2-1 or something, But, I have to wait and see. Yeah.
I think we win at
Let's get
Swansea.
back on track.
I think it's a tough. I think if we come out of that Coventry, if we come away with Swansea and Coventry with 4 points, I'll be buzzing with that. Then on the following Tuesday, we have got Sheffield Wednesday at home. Tuesday night, that has got to be 3 points, mate. Yeah.
Massive. I mean, I feel sorry for Wednesday, I do, honestly, because I think they've been mismanaged and everything. But it's dog eat, it's dog eat dog. And if we're one of the people that's going to carry on stamping on their head, it's just life, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that might give us a bit of a catalyst. We get a few goals and people can start gelling a bit and confidence, because that's what it's all about, isn't it? So I reckon a good, how many times have I got the correct score right in the last year? Never. But I reckon a good 2-0, 3-0 against Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll go for 3-0 as well. And that bounces us into 3 days later. We go to Wrexham away from home. Obviously a big game in terms of Sky. Sky will be all over this like a rash. What do you fancy us there, Doug? Wrexham away? Do you fancy
I do. I fancy it and everything. Yeah, I do. Yeah, let's go there and rub their noses in the pitch. You know what I mean? You've got to go and do it. Yeah. Every time we play in this league, we've got to stand toe to toe. And I fancy us. I do, honestly.
Okay.
Just get some confidence. Let's take them all on and have them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you fancy us to win there?
I do.
And then that brings us to the international break. So it'd be interesting to see what Chris Davis has got to say after them bulk of fixtures after reading that article. Okay, so now it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Sorry, 4 games. 1, 2, 3. 4 games, and then we break up for the international break. So if we can get 2, 4, 6, 8 points out and then 4 games, I'm quite happy with that.
I was just going to say that 8 points. Yeah. 2 wins and 2 draws are like it'd be like meeting a new girl, wouldn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right then, same man. I'm just going to start from the bottom of the comments before we finish off because there's football on. Oh, took Dunk off. Sorry, Dunk. Sorry, mate. Right, another international break. Fucking shocking, isn't it? Start of the season ones. Everyone's saying, go on, Dunk. Dunk's really positive, man. I'm just a little bit more blasé about it, and what I need to see a little bit more from us. The dog's going fucking nuts, man. Shall I go and get him before we finish off, Dunk?
Yeah.
I'll just go and get him. He's going absolutely crackers. One sec.
Yeah. Go on. It'll be something good looking to look at.
Here he is.
And here he is.
He's getting nuts, Baba.
The best looking thing in that house, mate.
Wow. In your butt. He's absolutely good. You're a dog man, Dunk.
Yeah, I don't mind dogs at all. I mean, I won't have one at the moment just because of circumstances. But yeah, I love dogs. Yeah, dogs are. Yeah, they are nice.
They're good for the mental health. But Dunk can watch that stream he done about mental health and dogs and stuff. All right. Yeah. Always biting the wires.
I've just. It's funny enough. I just spoke to someone that trains dogs for mental health, different types of mental health, and I am in the process of trying to set up a visit where I can do a small video and for them to show me how the dogs help people with mental health. So that'd be fascinating when I go and do it. Yeah,
that'd be class. Let us know when the podcast is out. You're still doing your podcast, Dunk, just for the viewers.
Yes, mate. I've been doing quite a few. And it's not just predominantly veterans. Yes, I've done about 6, but I've done 3 civvies so far, and because everyone's got a story, and it's all good. And I've had a lot of feedback, like private messages saying that, wow, that bloke you had on, he's made me look at things, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? Life, helping each other,
Yeah. And what's the name of your podcast, Doug, for people to go over there and subscribe?
It's PTSD moving forward, and it's not just about PTSD. It's about depression. It's about anything really to do with this. Because there's lots of things going on, in life, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah. And it's just trying to give you a little back without sounding corny, Stop it.
Yeah.
Go on, dog. Have him. Have him.
He's trying to chew the wires. You're outside here, are you, man? A bit late to the party, ain't you? We're just finishing off now, so yeah, nice one, Doug, for coming on, mate. It's a bit late.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it's good to see you. Good to see you. Good to hear you.
Maz and Chooser and Emu and Lee H and everybody, I love you all. Keep it on.
Yeah.
And the big one is go to the toilet and give birth to an Aston Villa fan. All right? So, can I go, bro?
Yeah. Nice one, Doug.
Thanks so much, brother.
Yeah. So, brother.
Cheers, guys.
I'll speak to you soon.
Nice
one. Try. Yeah, that was Duncan's. That was nice to get Duncan on, man. We're going to finish off now because there's football to watch, the guys. Yeah, you made it for the end side. Fashionably late the side, don't they? You all right, Stu? How are you, brother? Good to see you, man. Yeah, nice one, guys. It was just a bit of a chilled one, really, and just to see where everyone's head's at in terms of Chris Davis, because I've seen some wild takes, man, and it's nice to know that I haven't really seen any comments about let's get rid of him. He's no good. He's never, do you know what I mean? It's just mad. But like I said earlier, I don't think that the owners are going to have it if he's down the bottom of the league come, I don't know, 10, 15 games into the season, and that's their prerogative, innit? They own the club. Yeah, I will choose. I'm going Saturday, but I'll do one when I get back. So yeah, I'll schedule it for 12 kick-off, innit? Yes, Ollie, how are you, mate? But he's missed it again, and now, yeah, you keep missing them, don't you all? It's only a little chinwag anyway, brother. But so, man, nice one, guys. Thanks ever so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, just hit the like button. Obviously, subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch you all after the Swansea game. Keep right on. Peace out.